It's the Dylan Show. He's a real brother and helps the homeless people. It's the Dylan Show.
Hello.
Hey,
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
hello, what's up?
Oh, just it's an honor to have you and sorry for the mishap. I got freaked out when I saw Pacific time and I was like, "Oh no." Like that would have been crazy, but how do you pronounce your name though before
Moshi.
Moshi? Okay, I just
Moshi.
wanted to make sure. All right.
hmm
Well, are you ready?
Ready?
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you for coming to the Dylan show and let's get started. So, for my first question, what got you into the finance industry?
So I am a real estate agent. Um, I I lived in Brooklyn and I moved to New Jersey. Then my friends they pushed me to get into real estate, so this is where I am.
Mmm. And do you enjoy what you do?
hmm
Mm.
Yep.
All right. And I'm sorry, I meant to introduce my co-host. This is Kevin. My apologies.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, Kevin, on to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My first question for you, Mr. Moshi, is it smart to start with a credit card builder loaner to start off to build your credit?
Credit card.
A credit card builder.
What is that?
It's where you pay off a loan, but like to the bank.
You getting cards from the bank?
Yes.
I mean, whatever can help you build your credit. Sure, why not?
So that would be the best way to start off building your credit, like with no credit
My
experience.
understanding, it's not risky at all because you just can use whatever you put in, right?
Yes.
I mean, sure.
Mmm.
Okay.
Very interesting. Um, so for my next question, what is your reaction to the crazy comments you get on Instagram?
Just ignore them.
Mmm. Like, do you find any of them funny by any means, or do you just look at them as like disrespectful for the most part?
I mean, what do you think?
I mean, it's kind of funny to see like them call you like, guys, this is the advice from the developer from the admin, but like, I don't. It's hard to tell if like it's genuinely rooted in hatred or if people are just joking around, you know. But like,
So those comments, I think they are not the worst ones. There
mm,
are sometimes really nasty ones,
mm-hmm,
but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is the social media today, so just you can't get stuck. They say if you can't handle the heat, don't be in the kitchen.
mm, that's very wise. So, in a way, I almost feel like that gave you a lot more exposure because when people saw like that kind of meme aspect to it, they looked into you and were like, this guy's really legit. He's offering great advice. Because I watched a bunch of your videos, and I mean, you offer some pretty solid advice. And do you almost look at these comments as like kind of a way of exposure? It's like I forget who exactly said it, but it was like any exposure is good exposure.
I think it was Donald Trump that said it. So yeah, so
Oh,
I mean, it's just the comments they help push you the and the algorithm. All they care about is people being stuck to the screen. So as long as they see this activity, they understand that this is what keeps people interested, so they keep pushing it.
mm, very interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Oh, thank you. My next question for you, Mr. Moshi. Do you know how to buy gold by any chance? If so, can you show me how and where you can buy this gold or any rare materials out there, like
So
silver?
I am a real estate agent, and this is a question for a financial advisor that I'm not.
Ah,
Mm,
so you never bought in any gold or silver, like just off the
No,
market? Or... Never.
Never.
Um, so like, would you like to buy gold in the near future?
No, I have some crypto, but that's all what it is.
Mm.
What sort of crypto, if you don't mind sharing?
This again, I'm not a financial advisor,
Mm.
but I have a little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of Ethereum. That's it. I don't buy in all others.
So what's your opinion with like people buying like these meme tokens and then like losing thousands, if not millions of dollars on that?
I mean, a lot of people do stupid things. I mean, this is since creation of the world, people do stupid things.
Very
Hmm.
true.
Very interesting.
All right. For my next question, do you think my generation, being Generation Z, will ever be able to afford homes? And also, what is your thoughts on Trump's 50-year mortgage idea?
So I think I think yes, everyone. There's a lot of noise in the media that will tell you that it's so hard to buy a home. And it's not totally wrong, but it's not totally true because with the right guidance, you can buy a home even today's days. And regarding Trump's plan, if it ha ever happens, I think it would be a good way for some people to get into home buying. Although, I mean, it's not the best best option. Best would be if you start off with a 50 year, but you act like it's a 30 year, something like that. But otherwise, you make your payments like a 30. But so you might be eligible only for 50-year mortgage, so that will help you buy the house. But then once you are in the house, make your payments as if a 30-year mortgage, so you don't have a mortgage for 50 years.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
in general, it's going to be a lot of interest paid, but again, it's still better than renting. And for some
Mm.
people, this will be the only way how they can get into home ownership. So
Mm.
why not?
Mm. S-
Mm.
So do you think that every person, like for me, I don't have a wife or any kids. Would this be a prime time to buy a home, do you think?
I think we don't know the future. No one knows the future. I mean, yesterday we wouldn't even know that the Venezuelan president will be in the USA, right?
Oh yeah.
We we don't know the future. We know we look at the market what it's now and you make the best out of it. Like if I just posted this, like a lot of people waited for the crash. But you know
Hmm.
what? When there is a crash, all these people now they're saying, "Oh, we it's such a horrible time to buy now. Everything is crashing." You never buy when the media gives you the okay to buy. You buy when it makes sense to you.
Mm.
Mm.
So do you feel people take the fear mongering too serious on media and they let that persuade them in their own personal decisions as far as buying a home?
I mean, the power of media is very strong. So media is brainwashing us. So we just need
Hmm.
to focus on what's making sense.
So is it more of a like each every person's specific situation rather than like everyone as a whole? Like it just depends like where a certain
Yeah, of
person's at?
course. It depends on each person, where they are and what their goals are, what the plans are. Like if you come in a place and you only plan to be the 6 month, that's what it makes sense to buy. But if you come to a place and you for sure going to be there the next 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, then you should buy. Even if let's say the market will crash in 2 years from now, you will be able to at least rent it out. And you know, it's as I said, it's on case by case. It's each person depends what they're planning.
Mm. And would you say one of my buddies told me this and he granted a little bit older than me, but he told me in a way because I was concerned about buying a home a few months back. He told me because I was worried about being stuck here if I rented, and he told me if I bought a home, I'd be less stuck because I would have equity. Or does that sound correct? Or how would you? What is your take on that?
I mean, you still have a mortgage to pay.
Mm-hmm.
I would say you can rent it out. That's what I would say.
Mm.
Then the tenant will help pay your mortgage. But if you're really not planning to stay, you just stay for a short time, then I don't think it makes sense to buy. But if you are planning to stay here and you need to change your plans, you can rent it out. That's not the worst thing.
Mm.
Hmm. What are the risks that come with renting? Like, besides like just the tenant thing, just like financially.
Rent is not stable. I mean, rent is you need to renew the lease every year. You don't even know the landlord will do that. He's not obligated to renew you.
Mm.
Um, then there is so many people get into a fight with the landlord. It's like kind of a relationship that can go bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then, there's no security. Like if he wants to get you out for any reason, he can make you trouble. I mean, you could try to fight back, of course, but I mean, you don't have what to do with your life to fight with the landlord. And
Mm-hmm.
then the biggest part is equity. With
Mm.
rent, you pay rent every month, but you don't build equity. You build your landlord's equity. When you buy
Mm-hmm.
a home, you pay a mortgage, you build your own equity.
Mm.
Hmm. Very interesting. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you. Since you brought up the Venezuela being kidnapped by the U.S. government, how did that make you feel when all that happened yesterday?
I think people think it's a Trump thing. I think people don't realize it's the USA. There is a lot of I'm not a big political analyze like
Yeah.
politics is not my thing, and I usually refrain from speaking politics. So if you
Mm-hmm.
ask me, I'll give you like my little understanding.
Yeah.
I think at the stage where the world is now is, if the USA is not going to do bold moves, then there will be other players that will take over the stage of the USA in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, me being an American, that's not good. So forget who the president is. We don't talk about that. The USA is doing bold moves just to ensure that in the next, 50 years, whatever it is, they are still in control.
Mm. Do you
There's a
think?
lot of moving
Oh,
pieces. I mean,
yeah, there's a lot of factors into it. Do you think gas prices will go down since we seized billions of gallons of
I
oil?
hope so.
Yeah.
Uh, Listen, this can give such a boost to the economy, and we all will be glad that happened.
Mm.
Mm.
Do you think this is do you think the USA is going to do like you said, regardless of the president, do you think they're going to continue to do more bold actions? Like, and this was just kind of like just to test the
I
waters?
I think under Trump you will see bold actions. Yeah,
Mm.
I think a
Mm.
lot of the things that people think it's only talk. I think he means it serious.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Um does some of his or like I said, I know you don't like politic, but like does anything he says concern you, or do you think it's more like exaggeration with some of the things he talks about?
I mean, he can sometimes say nonsense, and sometimes you don't know what he talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's like every president. There are good things, the bad things. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like when he comes out saying the economy is booming when everyone is suffering. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I mean, we'll see. We'll see what will happen with all the things that's happening in the world.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Only time will tell.
Hmm.
All right. For my next question, what's it like being Jewish, and what's something unique about it, and what type of Jew are you?
So I'm a Hasidic Jew, that's Orthodox, and I grew up Jewish, proud to be Jewish,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and this is my heritage. This is going back generation after generation.
Mm.
Mm.
Very interesting. All right. Is there any uh unique thing about it you would like to share for the viewers who may not know or maybe have a misconception or a misunderstanding about it? Like, what's something like kind of special that like makes it stand out?
I wouldn't say special. I would love people to know that Jewish people are human, normal people trying to make a living, trying
Mm-hmm.
to make life, and just have our traditions. But I mean, that's all about it. There's nothing to be scared to from Jews. We are not trying
Mm-hmm.
to,
Mm-hmm.
we are just trying to live life.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Because yeah, it seems like, and we'll touch base on this a bit later. It seems like things have gotten really out of hand, and I'm not saying because like everyone's entitled to freedom of speech, but it does seem like things have gotten out of hand recently, and I don't know if it's a recent thing or I've just become more aware of it recently, but seems to be more prevalent, at least in my life. Like I'm seeing
So
and hearing more of it.
in in Jewish history, we have been this through this 2000 years, but we're still here and we will be here. So I'm not worried.
Mm.
Very well put.
Very well put.
All right, back to you, Kevin.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Um, my next question for you, Mr. Washi. Um, when is it the right time to buy a house?
Now,
Now. Why is that?
there's no right time.
Oh.
Um, there will be every moment, every period of time, there will be a reason to buy, a reason not to buy. You buy
Mm-hmm.
when it makes sense for you. If you're ready to buy, just go for it. Like sitting and waiting for the right time,
Mm.
it will never happen.
Mm. The reason why I said that is because looking back then, like looking at charts back then, it's way more cheaper to buy a house than from this year. So that's why I said that if it's when it's the right time to buy a house, because it was more cheaper to buy it back then than from
So
now.
you can't turn back the clock. You
Mm-hmm.
are now, we just entered 2026. This is where we are standing. You can
Mm-hmm.
wish you bought 5 years ago, but you should know that in 5 years from now, you wish you bought today. So what are you going to do now?
Mm.
Mm-hmm. So like house prices in general just keep going up every year.
I mean, I'm not a prophet. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you something. If you bought 28 right before everything crashed,
Mm-hmm.
but you kept on making your mortgage every month, and let's say you didn't listen to all the media noise and everything, you just kept on paying your mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
By now, the value of a house would have been high already.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Well said.
So again, the, I understand that prices are high now
Yeah.
and it looks unaffordable.
Yeah.
My advice would be try to go buy something that's more affordable for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if, it makes sense that prices should come down just for things to level out.
Mm-hmm.
But in the long run, you still build equity. You still build
Mm.
equity.
Mm-hmm.
Building equity doesn't mean, in other words, I'll put it this way: you have a housing expense, if you like it or not. If you live, you pay rent, you have a housing expense, and usually the housing expense is your biggest payment you have in from your all your monthly expenses.
Mm-hmm.
If you can have that reward you, in other words, once the 30 years, once it's paid off, you can sell the house and get back all this money. Why wouldn't you do that?
Mm.
Mm.
No matter the ups and downs over the years, you still build equity in your house.
Mm. Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, now it makes sense. Yeah. Thank you.
I'll give a example. Even let's say you buy now for 500
Mm-hmm.
and in 30 years from now it will be 400,000. I don't think I don't think it will be like this, but let's say, right?
Mm-hmm.
If in 30 years from now you can sell your house and get $400,000.
Mm-hmm.
If instead you pay rent, probably the rent in 20 years from now will be much more than what you pay now. With the
Mm-hmm.
mortgage, you just lock it in. But even if it is the same, in 30 years from now, after you pay monthly rent every month, and you have no equity, you have nothing,
Mm.
even not 400,000, even not 300, even not even 100,000. You pay religiously every month rent, and you still have nothing.
Mm.
Because I'm saying, even if the price will be lower than what you paid, probably the price will be higher.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
It's very unpredictable, no matter.
I mean, I don't know, but I'm assuming in 30 years everything will be higher.
Yeah.
Just nature of things.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Very well said. Very well said.
Do you think the solution, because I've heard multiple different things talked about, do you think the solution to lowering the house costs is the making more houses, or what do you think that entails?
The problem we have is an inventory problem. There's a few reasons for it. There wasn't so much building. Building became more expensive, so the last 10 years
Mm-hmm.
they didn't build that much. And then also a lot of people are locked in the low rates. They don't want to sell because they have low rates.
Mm.
So I think this is what kind of is causing the price to be so high. Um, I mean, it's a problem, and then add on the high interest rates we are now, where no one wants to move because it'll be a lot the high interest rates. So I think if the rates come down to like 4%, I don't know if this will happen very soon, but whenever this will happen, so even those who are at 2% from 2 to 4, they will be willing to sell. I think so.
Mm.
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 Um, Something I've been noticing, I live in the Midwest, something I've been noticing is like the properties here are significantly cheaper than West Coast, East Coast, and what people are doing, and some of my family has done it, they'll sell their house for, let's just say $500,000, and they'll buy a really nice house out here for 150,000, 200,000. Like, do you think that is also an issue, or do you think it's people just being? I mean, it's obviously smart, but like, what is your take on that?
I mean, that's amazing. I tell people if you can't afford, like people call me, they live in this place and houses are like 700,000, they can't afford. And I'm like, think out of the box. Today's
Mm.
days with work, a lot of people they work remotely or just switch a job, whatever you can make work. But think out of the box. If where you live is too expensive, there might be a neighborhood, and sometimes it's just like 45 minutes away in the suburbs, or like there might be somewhere where houses are much cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. All right. For my next question, I want to kind of tie back to our previous topic. What are your thoughts on the rise of anti-Semitism in the West, like as of recent?
I think, again, as I said before, it's throughout history, people don't learn and humanity doesn't learn, hiding under freedom of speech and under just asking questions. Um, it's the same old story. There's not just history repeats itself. I mean, there's nothing new under the sun. It's the
Mm-hmm.
same old story.
Mm, um,
Like humanity is telling the same story for, you know, it's just different players, but it's the same story.
why do you think they always turn to? And I don't mean to just say always, but like, why do you think they always choose that specific group of people to always target and blame for issues they have? I mean, I guess I've never really looked into it too deep, but like, why do you think they choose that
I
specific group?
I mean, I didn't study it, but throughout history, the Jews always kept to themselves. Um, so here's the thing: in Europe, Jews were blamed because they were isolated. Sometimes, and now, in Europe, the Christian were very dominating.
Mm-hmm.
The government, there was no separation of church and government like we have here in the USA, and they kept the Jews in the ghetto. Like there was a lot of they kept the Jews not to be involved, and then they blamed the Jews for not being involved, and there was always a reason. It's like the kid in the class, whatever he tried to do. Jews were religious, they got blamed for it. They became secular, they got blamed for it. They didn't have a country, they were blamed for. Now they have a country, again they're blamed for it. Like the kid in class that always tries to be right and can never make it to be right.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
The
that's something I noticed with like just recently too. It's like people kind of like I'll hear like really hateful things about like the Muslim faith and uh it's just people forget that we're all human beings. And do you think that they look at like specific groups they don't understand as threatening because it's unfamiliar?
um, I think when people see people that are different, they automatically don't like them.
Mm.
And especially when you see Jews are successful, people get jealous.
Mm-hmm.
People think that they steal everything from you when you can do the same that they did. It's not like anyone can go out and buy real estate. There's no hidden secrets.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you and because I have on my mother's side, I do have some Jewish family. I don't know their specific type, but I know it's under the Ashkenazi. But something I notice is they're successful and such, but like they're also involved in one couple work for the government. They're involved in finance. Like, is it just a part of the culture? Do you think to like just teach finance and give tips?
So they say that in Europe, going back, Jews weren't allowed to own, um, to do business. But so according to according to Christian law, you weren't allowed to have interest. But so that's why the Jews created the financial system. There is such a, I don't know how accurate there is. So there is such a, again, I'm not a historical, like
You're good.
we started with real estate and we are like getting into this whole discussion.
No, you're good, Moshe. You're absolutely fine. I just think it's really really fascinating because like, and maybe guys are just built different. Like maybe that like people are just jealous that like, hey, these guys are doing really successful and like, as I don't remember. I think it's I forget if it's in the Old Testament or not, but it's like Proverbs 12:9 literally says build an inheritance to leave for your children. So it's like in the Christian faith, I forget if it's in the Old Testament or the New Testament, but like it literally calls to build an inheritance, and it seems like a lot of this, mainly the boomers, are like, I worked hard for this, so like they don't have to hand it down. You know what I mean? Like maybe people are just aren't used to like the generosity of like their family members.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Um. All right. Um. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
My next question for you is, um, do you do you forgive Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, with his anti-Semitic remarks when he apologized to Rabbi Yoshi Netanyahu Pinto?
Pinto.
Yeah. Do you still forgive Ye after he apologized to the rabbi?
It's not me to forgive, not me to hate. I mean, my understanding is that he has his own issues he's going through, and God bless him. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Do you listen to any Ye songs or any Ye albums?
from Kenya,
Yeah, from Kanye.
no.
No. Okay.
I mean, I don't listen to secular music at all. So
Oh, you don't listen to music at all?
I listen to Jewish music basically, but
What? I'm not sure if it sounds stupid to say, but like, what type of Jewish music do you listen to? I'm not really familiar with it. Like,
I mean, there's Jewish. You go on Spotify and find Jewish music. There's a lot of Jewish music.
mm,
Is there any specific artist you recommend? Like I'm diversifying my music this year, so like any recommendations are welcome.
I mean, there's a lot of good. MBD is good. There's from Freed. There's a lot of good players out there. Good artists.
Mm.
mm.
Is there like an underground like does Jewish music have like layers to it? Like is there underground stuff or like
I'm not sure what you mean, but you go on Spotify, you have it all. So
like
there's no
like
no
there's no like
secrets.
mumble rappers and stuff? Like I guess I have to listen to Jewish music. Is it like all like one genre or is it like diversified among like the different songs and artists and such?
Understand, every culture develops their own but then there's also it does get influence from the surroundings where you are. So you can
Mm-hmm.
have Jewish music, but if it's you mentioned Ashkenazi, if it's Sephardi,
Mhm.
it will be different. Like the Sephardi music sounds more like Arab music, because they're coming from that area, so they got influenced by that. The Ashkenazi music sounds maybe more closer to what you're used to.
Hmm.
Mm.
Very interesting. All right. For my question 6, and you don't have to answer this one, but I also could be taken as a compliment. Do you get hella hoes?
What?
Like, do you get like a lot of women? Like, do a lot of women slide into like your DM? Or like, I'm just curious. Like, do you get like any attention from like women in your DMs, like about like the finance thing, or like just
I mean, it's basically clients reaching out to want to buy or whatever.
I
Mm.
just I don't like I don't know, like, cause your whole like aesthetic intrigues me. Like, I feel like women would almost look at that as like exciting in a way. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's putting it like a bit weirdly, but
Again, it's I'm here out there putting out I wouldn't say financial advice. I would say basically trying to help people get into homes, and that's I don't post about my private life, nothing,
mm-hmm.
and that's it. It's about just helping people to get into a home.
Mm.
And that's very respectable because people often overshare by a lot with their own personal lives, and then they'll complain when everyone knows everything, and it's good to keep private, absolutely.
Hmm.
All right, next question, Kevin.
All right, thank you. Um, my next question is, if I ever kiss the Western Wall in Jerusalem, will I be rich?
I know a lot of people that kissed and they're not rich, so I don't know.
So it's fake. The rumors are fake all along.
I mean, the Western Wall is holy because the temple used to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the Western Wall is not even it's not even from the temple. It's just from the outside of the temple. That's just the only thing that's still left from that time. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a holy place. But I have never heard of that. If you kiss it, you get rich. I've never heard of that.
Mm.
Have you ever visited the Western Wall in
I
Jerusalem?
was there, yeah. I was there.
Did you ever kiss it?
Yeah.
Oh, so okay.
Um,
Uh,
oh, sorry, go ahead, Kevin.
how was your visit over there? How was that experience visiting the Western, well, Jerusalem in general?
Jerusalem is nice. I mean, I know there's a lot of non-Jewish people that also visit. It's nice.
Is there like a hot place like you'll recommend to people if you go to Jerusalem, or
Go to the Kotel, the Western Wall. I mean,
just
I don't have
just the Western Wall?
and get some good food, got some good schnitzel and good falafel. I don't know.
Mm.
um, so like, something I always see, and like, I don't think it's true, but like, is it true that like they spit on like non-Jews there like that? That's something I've been seeing being thrown around online, and like, I just,
So here's the thing with today's world.
mhm,
Mhm.
I'll give an example because it bothers me.
mhm,
Mm.
They found there was a story in Brooklyn. Um, I think like 4 years ago. It was under a synagogue. They found like a tunnel.
oh yeah, that 2023 story or whatever.
Yeah. Now, what people don't understand, there is hundreds of synagogues in Borough Park, Williamsburg,
Mhm.
like in Brooklyn. Hundreds of synagogues.
Mhm.
In that synagogue where they found the tunnel, there's hundreds of people every day that come and go, come and go. There's like they found this 0.5% of crazies that did something.
Mm.
And now they're making fun of every Jew for that. I don't think it's right.
Mhm,
Oh.
The same thing would be with spitting.
mhm,
Like if you any non-Jew visits in Jerusalem, you're not getting spit.
mhm,
So you find where someone spit on someone, all of a sudden you're blaming all Jews. Like
mm,
Mm.
it doesn't make sense to me. Really doesn't make sense to me. Like how are you taking one story, one stupid story, and now you're like throwing it on all Jews?
mhm. And I feel like too, what like Muslims definitely experience it as well. It's just there will be one instance, and then they're like, "Oh, well, everyone in the group's bad because of three people," and it just, I think that's unfair. I agree with you there. I was
Yeah.
just curious because like the media does distort things, and I would like as a Christian man, I would think it would be interesting to visit Israel just to check out some of the holy sites and just be there, meet the people.
Mhm.
All right. For my next question, in your opinion, where is the worst place to go in New Jersey?
I wouldn't say this in public. So.
Oh, it's no, you're good, man. You're good.
I
We're,
mean, look, we all know what the ghetto is and where the ghetto is. So those
mm-hmm.
places. I mean, I have
Hmm.
no problem walking in certain streets where people have problems, but sometimes some streets it's scary to walk there. I mean, some streets is all full with drugs and stuff going on, and
So
Hmm.
it is at Newark, like, or is Newark actually nice? Because I hear different things about it.
Newark, I walk a lot to Newark. It's fine, but some streets, that's why I tell people before you buy, go by the street. Like, don't just buy seeing the pictures. You gotta see the street. You gotta see what's going on. You gotta see what's happening.
Mm.
Hmm. Um, when Chief Keef said he's gonna blow up New Jersey up, did you got scared when he said that?
Right, who said?
Chief Keef, the rapper Chief Keef, he's based in Chicago.
I have no idea. Never heard of it.
Yeah, because he was rapping about how he was gonna blow up New Jersey up, and he said this like 10 years ago, like in 20
I don't
2012.
know. I've never heard of that. I don't know.
Mhm.
Are you concerned now when I brought it up?
No, sounds like some nonsense.
Oh, because some people over there, from well, New Jersey, they banned them for for ever stepping foot in New Jersey.
Okay.
So, so you're good. You're good. But um, my next question is, I know you talked about how that one story in New York where the Jewish tunnels in the synagogues. But I did wrote this down. But did you ever visit the Jewish tunnels in New York?
There's no Jewish towns in New York.
Hmm. When you were bringing up the media, do you think the media is like dividing us?
The media is just doing what media is supposed to be doing, making money. So whatever crazy story they can find, they're not, they don't care about humans and they don't care about human safety. Whatever
Hmm.
bring them clips, that's what they don't care about accuracy. Whatever brings clicks, that's what they're going to do. So I mean, people need to understand that media is it's not real.
Hmm. Do you believe like there's like always the two sides to the story, or you think it's just
There
false
is
in general?
there is three sides to every story.
All
There's
three
what I
sides.
say, what you say, and then there's the truth.
Hmm.
Mm. Um, do you think that the media is progressively getting worse by fear mongering people? Like to
I
the
don't think they're getting worse. That's what the media always did. They gotta live off something. They gotta make money.
mm,
I mean, before every storm, they scare the hell out of you, right?
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
If they would just say, "Oh, it's going to rain," you're not listening. They're going to scare you to death. You're constantly listening to make sure you're safe, right?
Mm.
Mm.
'Cause like that's it's like I have grandparents like some will watch CNN, the other one will watch, and like they'll just tell me the most outlandish stuff, and it's just like one, why do they even care about what's happening? Like let's just say in Philadelphia, and it's just one, why do you even care? And two, it's like the most obscene thing that like a sensible
Have you ever
person.
realized that somehow all stations speak about the same stories? Like you have the United States of America with you have billions of people living there, and there's only
Hmm.
these three, four stories happening this day, and all media, all that's all they talk about. Doesn't
Hmm.
make sense.
Mm. Do you think it's programming? Like, do you feel like there's someone at the very
I
top?
feel, yeah, I feel it's like it's coordinated a little bit. I mean, even though they're all different, there's like the right, left, but it's it's baloney.
Mm.
Mm.
Like I feel bad for people who are stuck to the TV all day and that's all they know. I just feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
All right. For my next question, do you have like a favorite Jewish joke that you like something that only like Jews would understand, or like you could tell us?
I need to think. I wasn't prepared for this one.
You're okay.
If you want to hear, this just came to my mind. I don't know if this is a Jewish joke, but
It's good. It's good.
so how many eggs can you eat on an empty stomach?
How many?
Many.
What?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Answer me. How many?
Um, how many? Okay, how many eggs can you eat on an empty stomach?
Hmm.
I don't know. Between like 6, 7, 8.
Okay, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So the answer is one because once you ate it, it's not empty anymore.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
trick question.
Okay, so the story goes like this.
Yeah.
So, so let's give him a name. Yankel hears this joke, and he goes out to the street, stops off the first guy. How many eggs can you eat on an empty stomach? The guy thinks, says 3. The guy says, "Oh, if you would have said 6, I would have a good joke for you." But now he says 3, so can't say it.
Oh, is that one of your homeboys, Yankel, or is that just like a random name that came to mind? Like,
Just a random name.
oh, I gotcha.
okay.
All right, back to you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My next question is, um, hmm, by any, do you have a magical ball that predicts the house market crashing? If so, can you please tell us when it's gonna crash?
When the market will crash?
Yeah, when do you have a magic ball that predicts the house market
No,
that crash?
there's no. So as of now, there's no signs of a crash. I mean, I wouldn't say there's no signs of a crash because if a crash will happen, we'll look back at certain things that we see now and we'll say, oh, we could have seen it. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what will happen. One hand, we do see debt rising.
Mm-hmm.
We do see certain things. On the other hand, lending regulations are pretty strict.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, who knows? No one knows what's going to happen.
Do you think there's gonna be another like black market, like or a 2008 crashing type thing?
Again, I have no idea what's going to happen.
Mm,
I know what's today.
okay.
Because I've heard things that like, and this is all speculation, that like on top of the stock market, like a fear of the stock market crash, the bond market, but like at
Listen, I remember um, 3 years ago being in a house together with some older black guy. He did a lot of construction, and he was swearing to me that this is exactly how '08 started, and we will see a massive crash. And so far, I've been hearing crash, 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 crash for the last who knows how long.
Mm-hmm.
They say a broken clock is right 2 times a day, right?
mm,
So people who are yelling 10 years already that the crash is coming, and let's say in 5 years we will see a crash, that doesn't mean they were right. Just mean that, yes, eventually you're right. It doesn't mean they had some kind of knowledge.
so
Mm-hmm.
do you feel like
You remember before the elections, we had this, I forgot the name, this guy that always predicted the outcome of the election.
Alan
Uh,
Lichtman?
Oh.
and he predicted, I think that Harris will win. And then he gave a bunch of nonsense why he was really right. So all these people that predict, they are right till they're proven wrong. So I'm not in this predicting business. I have no idea what's going to happen.
But if there was like a crystal ball like you could buy, would you buy one just for the joke, do you think?
if there was a crucible that works, I would have it and be rich.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right. For my next question, what do you think is a common misconception with the Jewish peoples in the finance industry?
They think that everyone is rich.
Is that true to an extent, or is that wrong?
I mean, a lot of Jews are rich, but that doesn't mean that every Jew is rich. There's a lot of Jews that are struggling to put bread on the table.
Mm.
Mm.
All right. Um, so do you think that, uh, like, is it more common for a Jewish household to keep wealth within the family, or do you think it just depends on the family? Like,
Again, there are certain families that they have wealth going getting passed down generation to generation, but I mean, I'm not coming from a rich family. My family is not rich at all.
mm-hmm.
Mm.
All right. Next question, Kevin.
All right. Um, my next question for you is, do you think it's ethical to launder your money by the cartel?
Um, Launder the money by cartels doesn't sound right.
Why not?
Why not? Because they shouldn't support um, things that damage lives.
Mm.
I mean, that's my opinion.
So let's say I get I get drug money from the cartel, but is there a way I can use that drug money to buy a house or no?
To buy cash, but I mean, I wouldn't want to be involved such a transaction.
Will the IRS look at me funny if I bring if I get in cash or
So I don't know how this works. I mean, there is such a thing. People come with suitcases of cash, but then usually they work it out. It shouldn't be on paper.
hmm. Have you ever did business by any with cartel members or no?
No,
No?
I don't want to. I mean, unless I didn't know the cartel numbers. No, I would be
Hmm.
scared. I want to be alive. I don't want to die.
um, so what would you do if, like, let's just say Nicolas Maduro is acquitted on all charges, and like he were to come into your office and ask for like financial advice? Would you give him that opportunity after everything he's done, or what is your stance on that?
I would run. Shit. I mean, nothing. Like I believe in second chances for people, but I mean, my life is also important.
Mm,
It should be interesting.
very interesting. All right. I think it's my question. I lost track.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. What is one message you have for the world, for the listeners?
So, who's your crowd?
Just people in general, like just mainly 20, 30 years old, just kind of in that ballpark, maybe late teens.
I would say like this: people, especially young people, don't understand that money is valuable. Don't waste it on things that you will regret. The fancy car you buy now, 10 years from now, will be worth half the price, or if not,
Mm-hmm.
nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Buy a house that you make your money. If you can buy a multifamily where you can collect rent, and people sometimes ask why real estate and not stocks. The with real stocks is very great. The percentage that you can get back from the S&P is it's amazing. But real estate gives you leverage. With real estate, you take out a mortgage, and with a little bit of money, you can build yourself very big, a lot of wealth. And the best part is you have someone else paying off your buildings. You have tenants, and they pay it off for you.
Mm.
So don't waste money on things that tomorrow you don't care about anymore. I mean, if you have money, you should enjoy life. Don't live miserable if you have money, but
Mhm.
still value money and do good things with your money.
Hmm.
Mm.
Do you think, because like when you say buy something that doesn't depreciate in value, that appreciates over time, like a home, for example, like, do you think the people who put all their money away in the bank and just let it sit in, like, let's just say a high yield savings account, do you think that's a waste when it just sits there?
I mean, if you have savings accounts, at least you have some interest, but there are better places to put money than in the bank.
Mm. Do you think that's something young people should start doing? Is they should just save up a bunch of money and just invest it into things that will appreciate value if they have the means to?
I mean, yeah, I mean, if you earn money, use some of it and make your money work for you. Either invest in real estate or other investments. There's a lot of I'm not a financial advisor, but there's a lot of great investments out there.
Mm.
Mhm.
Very interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Um, do you ever worry about the US currency losing its value?
What can I do about it?
The US currency, because,
Yeah, what can I do about it?
well, oh, what can you do about it? Because
I
I
can
guess
go on a
nothing.
podcast and give a rant about it, but other than that,
Mm.
Mm.
So, uh, so in essence, it's like if the currency were to lose value, that'd be like the last of your concerns was the dollar itself.
I want to worry about things I can do something. I worry where my next deal will come from, how would I
Mm.
close the deals I'm in the middle. I'm not
Mm.
going to worry about stuff that's out of my control.
Mhm.
Mm. So you, so essentially, what you're saying is that only worry about the things you can control, and the stuff that's out of control, there's no use caring about it.
Again, this is the media and especially the podcast world where talk and talk and talk about things that you can't even control. Like there's nothing you can do about it. So just fear, 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 fear. Like what can you do?
Mm.
Mm. Very interesting.
Really.
Well, do you have anything else, Kevin?
I have this one bonus question. Um, would you ever shake hands with Kanye West?
I mean, if I meet him in a room, I feel bad for this guy. He's going through his whatever he's going through. I feel bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
I I don't know if I mean again I don't want to say I have something personal against him. I just feel bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he admitted that he's just going through his phases. He
Mm.
said it. So I mean I just feel bad.
Mm.
Mental health is unfortunately because he is in the public eyes and so everyone needs to witness his ups and downs and I just feel bad. Struggling soul.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. And it's and I guess I lost my train of thought. No, do you think him making like his that merchandise and stuff too was also a part of like the mental breakdown and such?
Sorry again.
Oh, you're good. You're good. When he was releasing all like that merchandise with like the anti-Semitic imagery and such, like the symbols, like the swastikas, like do you think that was also part of his mental breakdown, or what do you?
100%. Which normal person wants to do things to hurt other people? Gotta be an idiot.
Mm, all right.
Mm.
I guess that is it. I don't have any more questions.
Okay, was a pleasure.
Yeah, it was an absolute pleasure, Moshe. I appreciate your time today, sir, and thank you for working with us and our schedules and such. It was really an honor to have you on.
Have a great one.
Yeah, you too.